So now here the project whatever we have completed, right, it is running in the Docker. Now we will try to upload the document files, the project repository, everything in the GitHub. So once we have uploaded into the GitHub, right, we will try to put it as a Docker image into the artifact registry. So to do that, what I will do, I will create a new package here. So I will click on create new repository. Yeah, so here I will type the new repository name. I will keep as automation or otherwise backend server. I'm creating it. Yeah, so we have successfully created the repository. Now we will try to import the code. So since we are doing for practice page, right, we will directly import our code here. What I will do, I will go to the project location from this Visual Studio Code, reveal in Finder. So this will bring this to us. So from here only these are the files we need to copy. Okay, so I will just go to Visual this here, and I will just go again. I will check for other option where I can directly copy paste. Here you can see, right, upload an existing file. So I will click this. Yeah, so now I will simply drag all these file into GitHub and I will upload it here. Base project. Okay, so I'm committing it. Now we can see Docker file for the project which is needed, which is also available here, and index.js also there, package.json also there. So now this is public, so which means anyone can able to access this project from anywhere. Okay, now I will copy this link here. Once it is copied, right, we need to navigate into the Google Cloud. So what I'm doing here, you can see, right, this is a Google Cloud page. This is a Google Cloud welcome page. I will just refresh once. So there are two things, guys. So to work with the Google Cloud, right, we need a shell. So that one we can able to install Google Cloud CLI in local also. But to do that, there are several steps we need to make sure. So what I am going to do, I am going to perform everything from Google Cloud shell, which is provided here only. So here this one we can use the environment whatever we need to work on, right, everything we can able to do it from here only. So like for example, if I want to build something new project here, I can able to do it from this particular environment. So Google providing us the environment, Linux environment to do the basic work. Okay, so once this session is closed, right, whatever the project file that we are developing here, that also will be discarded. So if you are doing some work here today and tomorrow you are coming and checking the files, means it won't be visible. That will be discarded once the project session is closed. So this is what we can see now. Now what I will do, I will check what else we have. So nothing. Now I'm going to create one new folder. That one is backend server project. So now I will list it again. Now I will go inside backend server project. Now I will perform git clone and the link will be which one we already created. Okay, I will enter this. So it should bring all the files. Now what we will do, again we will do the ls and we will go to insert the backend file. So if we see, we can see Docker file, index.js, package.json, package log.json, or everything we can able to see here. Okay, so this is what we need. Once a project is available, we need to build Docker. Okay, so I will first check whether Docker is available here or not. So yeah, when I perform the command, right, you can see the Docker is giving us a message. So you remember, right, like what command we have performed here. So I will go to again Visual Studio Code. If you see, to build a Docker image, we have a specific command. That one we will take it. Docker build and a simple server. So the same image we will build from this particular session. Okay, I'm just entering it. Whatever is been built in our local, right? The same thing is happening here also. So let this run and let it complete. Meanwhile, we will explore the container registry from Google Cloud. So this is what the container registry will look like. Okay, so here we need to create our new. Okay, before that we need to register this particular container registry API, and we need to enable this service. Then only we can able to avail this service. Okay, so let it enable. In meanwhile, we will check for the Docker image. Yeah, you can see, right, the Docker image is successfully built on the Google Cloud shell. Now I will list out what are the images are available right now. So only the image what we build, right? So that one we can see. You can see, right, here it is displayed. So this is temporary environment. What we need to do? First we need to properly bring this particular server, this image into some container registry. It can be in each, for example, if you go to AWS, there they will say artifact registry kind of thing. Here in Google Cloud, there are two things are there: container registry and artifact registry. So currently we will explore container registry. Okay. So yeah, now you can see, right, container registry we are having. Now we need to push those into this particular registry place. Okay, place, right, where you can see container registry. So this is the location that we need to transfer. So this one will be automatically created when this kind of path you are preparing. You can see, right, gcr.io and the project name of currently working project name, and whatever the server name you want to keep, that you can able to write it. This is dynamic. The only the name is dynamic. With that one you can able to give as per your wish. Okay, so now the same name I need to give it here. So to do that, what I'm doing, I'm first tagging that one. Okay, you can see, right, docker tag and the docker image whatever is currently in local, and to where I need to tag with what name. So gcr.io bionic mercury and the particular project name and the new name simple server I'm simply giving. Okay, so it can be anything. So now once this is done, I will just enter. So now the tagging is done. Now I need to push this particular docker image into the container registry. So to do that, I have to perform docker push and the particular image name whatever we have newly tagged. You can see, right, docker push and gcr.io, that name I'm simply entering. So if you see below, everything is transferring to the cloud. I mean the container registry. I think it is done. So I will come here. I will refresh this particular page to see whether it is came or not. Yeah, it is successfully came here. Okay. So the particular docker is created 10 minutes before, uploaded just now. So this is what our image. Okay, so creating the image in the Google Cloud using Cloud Shell, it is successfully completed. So what I will do, I will just copy this name. Okay, now the next step, I want to buy a new virtual machine in Compute Engine. Okay, so this particular session no more needed. I will close this. So now the place you can see, right, this is Compute Engine place. Okay, how you can reach this place? You just go to here, type Compute Engine, you will get an option here like this. So you need to just click on this. Okay, once you click on this, this particular will be navigated to this page. The first option you will see is VM instance. So there you can able to create what kind of virtual machine you needed. It can be Linux or Windows Server or Ubuntu, or what kind of storage level you needed. It is for what purpose you want, like a high quality memory you needed. So it is like everything like very controllable. Whatever you want, you can able to customize it. So now I will click on create instance. Okay, so once I click this, I will get some options. Now the default name is instance 1. I will keep as backend server test. Okay, So now I have clicked. I will leave this region and zone as a default. If I want to change it, I can change to nearest to location. Something since I am in India, I can able to select Asia, Singapore, or Mumbai somewhere. I think. So this one, this particular series you can see right what kind of computation you needed. So that one we can select. But right now I'm leaving as a default because this is only for general purpose. And if you come below, what kind of CPU level you needed. So what memory. So that is also I'm leaving as default. If I want to increase this, there are several options are there. 1 GB, 2 GB, 4 GB, and if you go to standard, and there will be a bit more higher, 8 GB also will be available, and more than that also will be available. So for right now, this is enough for me. So what I'm doing, I'm simply leaving everything as it is, and here you can see right deploy container. This is one of the important part here. When I click this right, I can get this container image path. So whatever the image path that we can see here copied here right, so that name we need to put it here. Okay, so once we give it here right, whenever the machine is creating, in the same process this particular image also will be pulled into the machine. So this one I have given. Now I will select this. Okay, and another main thing we need to we should not forget, which is allow HTTP traffic, allow HTTP traffic. So when we do this only, we can able to access this particular machine from outside world. Okay, so now I will click on create. Once I click right, it is trying to create a new virtual machine for us. So let's wait, let it get completed. It will take a few seconds. Which we created, it is successfully finished. So the machine is created successfully in Google Cloud and it is up and running. You can see the status right below. This instance is running. Okay, and the notification says the creation of VM is successful. So now we need to dive into the machine. So to do that, we need some kind of connection. So you can see right connect SSH connection. When you click this right, a new browser link will be opened and the connection will be established to the virtual machine. So from there we can able to access all the files and whatever the things from the computer itself. Okay, so now it is establishing the connection and now it is established. So now we are currently inside the virtual machine. Okay, so since we have already, while creating the virtual machine itself, we have tagged our Docker image location also. So which means that Docker image also will be installed while creating the machine. We will verify this using Docker images. Okay, so if you see, when I put Docker images, I am getting the name whatever I have created. So this is my Docker. Okay, now I need to run this Docker so that I can able to access this particular service from outside world through some IP address which is given by Google Cloud for this particular virtual machine. Okay, so to run that, what I need to do, Docker run -p, and I will put currently 80 as a default port and 3000 which is running inside, and -d for logs and the image name. Okay, so let's see what it is running. Currently it is running, the service is started. Okay, to confirm whether the service is started or not, I will run docker ps. Okay, you see it is currently running and it is pointing to 3080 protocol, and this particular container which is running by default, which is not needed, what I will do, docker stop, and I will put the particular container ID which I don't need. Okay, whatever I need, whatever I ran newly, that is enough for me. So let it get stopped. From the new version itself, it seems like while creating the virtual machine itself, the Docker deployment is automatically happening. But for in my case, I want to give specific port number which I want to do. So that's why I have cancelled the which is already running and I rerun the new one. Okay, now I will check the status again. So docker ps, if you see, this is one which is running, which is expected from my side. Now what I need to do, from the virtual machine, they are providing one external IP address, right? So from this thing we should be able to access that application. Okay, we'll verify that. Yeah, you can see, right, I'm serving from 3000 port number and you see me. So this is a message that we expected and which is working also. Right now we can able to access this particular application through that IP address from anywhere. Like this IP address can be accessed from mobile also, like anywhere also. But if you notice, it is not secured one. Okay, it is like not secure. So there are few more steps we need to perform to make it secure, and same time we will assign some domain name, proper domain name, DNS, through DNS management, so that it will be like clear deployment, like assigning that particular IP address into the some domain name. It can be anything. Okay, so we will continue to do the next part.